Hi, this is Toby Frost.
Hi.
Who is an author of an extremely funny sci-fi series, Space Captain Smith,
Yeah.
and some other work, I think.
Yes, yeah. There's a few short stories, well, there's a sequel, Got In for a Dig Cot, and a third book, Wrath of the Lemming Men, and they're all out at the moment. So yeah.
And I think I've heard Wrath of the Lemming Men. Have I?
You heard, I think it was some of God Empire
Okay.
that out last year.
Just tremendously funny. I have to say, I do recommend those books. But look, you're obviously a science fiction writer.
Yeah.
And you do a certain amount of teaching to wannabe science fiction writers, and it's a hellishly hard market.
It is, yeah, definitely.
Words of advice, I mean, what...
Okay, the first thing I would say is actually know the market. It really helps. I mean, it's a market where there are a lot of trends, things do change. If you look at, say, fantasy, in the last 5 years, that market has changed an awful lot. So, when you're writing science fiction or fantasy at the moment, I would say it's a good idea to have, say, 3 books that you can say that your book is like. If you, not utterly like, but if you enjoy those books, you would enjoy my novel.
And when you say, and then you're not talking about if you enjoyed Lord of the Rings, you're talking about recent,
absolutely,
and probably recent debut fiction, in fact.
Yeah, people are often influenced by classics, and they probably should be. That's fair enough. But when you're looking at the market itself, absolutely, recent fiction. Yeah.
Okay, so know the market, read lots of recent fiction.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think also. So keep reading and writing. I say it to anybody as well as, it's not science fiction in particular, but keep reading, keep writing, keep trying to get better.
And do you think that some science fiction or fantasy writers have a tendency to believe that it's all in the idea, it's all in the concept, and they don't pay enough attention to the kind of mechanics of prose and all that kind of stuff?
I don't know about mechanics of prose, but I think character. I think if you're reading the sort of classic golden age science fiction writers, Isaac Asimov, Arthur C. Clarke, there aren't that strong characters in them, and quite often the writing is perfectly alright, but a lot of it is about the idea.
Yeah.
While ideas are still absolutely necessary, if you look at someone more modern, say Ian M. Banks, his books are full of ideas, they're full of things that we would traditionally associate with science fiction, but they're also full of good characters.
Yeah.
And you really do need that. The same with fantasy. We're moving away from kind of effectively stereotypes. If you look at someone like J. Crombie, who's very successful at the moment, his characters, you can see where they come from. You can see the tradition. You can see he's doing original, interesting things with them. Yeah.
Okay. So that is kind of fabulous advice as well. Is there anything else that one more piece of advice for the would-be writer?
I would say find out what other writers, talk to other writers. I mean, an event like this is absolutely brilliant because you get to see other writers and you get to see people from the industry. But I mean, there are plenty of websites, there are plenty of writers groups, all that kind of thing. Because once you join something like that, everyone wants to get better. And
it is inspirational, and it's kind of competitive in a good way, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And you start to understand the standards that are required, and that pushes you to kind of meet those standards.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, Toby Frost, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks very much. Cheers.